Hello everyone, it's the RealRabidRaccoon. I wanted to show you guys my latest invention, which is a tree farm in Sons of the Forest. All you need to do is to chuck one time bomb or one grenade, just like that, and it takes out all of your trees. Pretty cool. And as you guys can see, we get some FPS drops, but we also get a lot of logs. I also decided to add a Dodecagonal barrier around the trees so that the logs just don't scatter too much across a large surface area. I should also point out that this is only now possible thanks to the update 5.0 that allows tree regrowth with a 10% chance of trees regrowing after sleeping. If it weren't for the fact that trees can regrow, I would obviously only be able to get one harvest, but now that trees can regrow, we can do cool contraptions like these. As you guys might have guessed, this farm was inspired from the Minecraft TNT tree farm, which we've had for a long time in Minecraft. Luckily for us, we have a lot of explosives in Sons of the Forest that can destroy trees a lot like TNT in Minecraft. I'm currently showing you guys Ethos because I love Ethos Lab so much. Oh boy, I know, this is a lot of information all at once, so let's start from the beginning, shall we? So I decided to build this thing right there for two reasons. The first one is that, well, it was quite close to my current base, so that was pretty convenient. But the second one is also that there's a lot of explosives there, and by explosive I mean C4, grenades, and also, well, the gas stove. The gas stove counts as an extra explosive because, well, if you just use your slingshot and shoot at it with pretty much anything, it explodes, just like a grenade. Now, since the gas stove respawns every time you log back in the game, my plan was simple. I should put the gas stove dead in the center of the tree farm. That way, every time I log back in the game, I have an extra explosive and I pretty much don't need to use any grenades. Recently, I made a tutorial on how to make a Dodecagon in Sons of the Forest, and I thought it was perfect for this tree farm since I needed somewhat of a circular barrier. The only issue was that if I wanted the gas stove to be in the center of the tree farm, the tents would be in the way, but I quickly solved this issue by simply raising my Dodecagon one floor higher. That way, with an elevated platform, I could have my 5x5 surface area required to make my Dodecagon. I was a bit worried at first that the corners of the Dodecagon might be hard to get since I was doing this a little bit more elevated than usual, but in the end it was really simple to do. Then it was simply a matter of placing logs on the Dodecagon so that we can elevate the barrier to the desired height. Honestly, it was quite straightforward and simple, although it was tedious. Up next, I needed to go in the middle of the farm to build an elevated floating platform from which we would eventually chuck our explosives, and we're making it elevated enough so that we're outside of the blast radius, of course. By the way, if you're unfamiliar with this technique to get a floating platform, all I'm doing is I'm filling my walls, then I'm removing all 4 vertical shafts, and once that's done, I'm gonna go remove all the horizontal logs and I'm gonna be left with a floating platform, as you can see. Then all I need to do is to place planks and just like that, and some rope so that we can access it. Then I'm just gonna come clean all of this up so that you can see this platform is well floating. I'm gonna climb the rope and I'm gonna take out my axe and I'm gonna do some holes so that our explosives can go right through them. Alright, now's the most crucial part. Some of you won't like me for it, but in order to spawn the trees I have to use cheat stick, and I'm using the command to spawn the tallest tree in the game. By the way, it's in the description. And as you can see, we immediately have a problem, which is that our tree is weirdly angled. In order to fix this issue, we need to make sure that we're looking straight at the horizon when we're executing the command, because the way we're looking, the way we're angled, determines the angle of the tree. So what you want to do, you want to press F2 and you should see data appear like that. If you're not seeing this, you probably didn't type cheese stick beforehand. And you want to make sure that your Rx is as close to 0 as possible. Then you want to execute the command. And as you can see, now our tree is completely straight the way we want it. As you might have expected, the next step is just to spawn more trees until we have a nice ring of trees around our gas stove, or where our gas stove would be. And you could spawn as much trees as you want, but of course keep in mind that you can only have 50 logs at a time on the ground. After that, the game automatically despawns them. So I don't see the point of taking down 20 trees at once. And there you go, that's our farm. It is a perfect tree farm in Sons of the Forest. It has no flaws. It is beyond perfect. At least that's what I wish I could say. In reality, this farm is pretty much useless. There's one little issue with it, which is that if you want to spawn manually a tree by using a command like this, if you go ahead and save and reload your game, it's not gonna be there. As you guys can see, the tree is no longer there. I haven't seen a lot of content creators talk about this command, and of the few people that did use this command and report it back to me, they all said the same thing, that they experienced the same glitch, which is that the trees are no longer there when you log back in the game. And since for the time being, this has been a command that's been quite obscure, quite unknown, it would make sense that N-Night hasn't seen this bug yet and they would want to patch it in the future. I hope they will, because fingers crossed, I would love to be able to use this farm. But for the time being, I think I'm gonna have to stick with the log hack technique. Now, to end this video on a good note, this glitch is not all bad. I'm gonna go press F2, like I told you guys. I'm gonna make sure my RX is as close to 0 as possible. Just like that. Then I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna copy in the description the command, which I'm gonna leave. It's gonna be there to spawn a tree. And I'm gonna hit enter. And our tree is here. You can press F2 to remove this. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna press F1. We're gonna go instant book build on. And then we're gonna place any treehouse that we want. Let's put the bigger one. Just like that. And it's already built because we used the command. And then you just want to log back in your game, so you're gonna save. And you just quit and log back in. And there you go. As you guys can see, we have a completely floating treehouse. Now that's already all that I had to show you for today. I don't want to spend more time on this farm, considering that I don't know if it's ever gonna get fixed. I personally don't know at the moment any way of fixing it. If you do know any way of fixing it, for example, you know another command to spawn trees, please be sure to let me know in the comment section below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.